Hi guys, my name is Natalia Repko and you are very welcome on my YouTube channel Raw Materials and Finance. I'm the market analyst and today's video I will start with the past week economic outlook. This week it became clear that United States and Iran wanted to avoid full-fledged conflict, and the tensions in this region became less present, which was visible in the oil prices fluctuations. Though the oil prices will continue to rise, and probably they could reach $70 to $75 a barrel. The situation in this region and the current conflict will certainly contribute to such dynamics. There will be likely some special targeted operations and provocations which will increase the premium of the oil price. Though we should say that the complete cessation of the oil exports in this region and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz will never probably happen. So we should not neglect other fundamental reasons that could further increase the oil prices. The first reason is that the oil supply is slowing down all over the world. The price maintenance is facilitated by their OPEC Plus program and their decrease in production of US shell companies, as well as the increase in consumption in India and China. Another big thing of this week is that the dollar was getting stronger thanks to their new record highs in the US stock markets, and of course thanks to their optimistic statements of the leaders of the Federal Reserve. The country's economy and the labor market in the United States look strong, and according to the Vice President of the Federal Reserve, the current monetary policy is very much consistent with the state of the economy. Some bad news were coming from India. India is entering a new phase of economic downturn. The GDP growth slowed for 6 consecutive quarters, and it is expected to reach 4.5% in the second quarter of 2019 to 2020 fiscal year. The Reserve Bank of India lowered its economic growth forecasts, and it is expected in the current year that GDP growth will increase by only 5% and not by 6.1% forecast previously. Of course, I have to say a few words about the coming trade agreement between China and US. Everybody is so expecting that. We know that 2/3 of global trade are carried out by large transnational corporations. These companies very often cannot predict how their political actions will affect the global production chains. So, in the face of this uncertainty, very often they choose to reduce investments, which actually happened last year and the year 2018. So, these reduced investments in its turn reduced their economic growth in the whole world. Of course, the coming trade agreement could reduce their duties, and certainly their investments will grow a little, but of course it will not really affect and it will not push the economic growth that much, and the companies are not likely to believe in global trade stability. Well, their political uncertainties are likely to remain in the spotlight in 2020. Mentioning here Germany and Brexit negotiations, but as well we should say that direct damage from trade duties is reduced as the companies now try to find ways to cope with the new level of costs. Consumers remain the backbone of the economic growth worldwide, and this makes modest growth possible. And of course, I would like to say a few words about their investment strategy for 2020. A 10-year experiment with zero to negative rates and endless monetary easing didn't bring the inflation to 2%. The investors in long-term bonds were very happy at first, as when the yield decreases, the price rises. But now, when the prices have already risen, there will be 10 to 30 years left until maturity, and these positions holding will become certainly a big loss, and will guarantee a big loss. So the legitimate question is, what will the investors do when they realize that they will not go lower? And having all these securities worth trillions of euros with a negative rate, what will happen next? Probably they will panic. According to experts, the main trigger to such a massive reallocation could be the inflation increase of at least 2%. This will force the Federal Reserve to increase the rates. So, this year investment strategy would be, first of all, to avoid both government bonds with a negative rate and high yield bonds of companies and sovereigns with low credit quality. Well, futures are not an option neither, as even a slight correction in the stock market causes avalanche-like reduction of short positions, which we saw already in the beginning of 2018. Well, in the end of this video, I would like to draw a tentative conclusion. It is very likely that trade wars will remain the focus of market attention for many years to come, as we know that politics tends to change very slowly. Well, there will be other problems like the trends towards the deglobalization and the decrease in liberalization. These trends will probably continue. It is very important to remember that behind every decision are real human lives. Liberalism was originally invented as an ideology of a free person living in a certain human community, and I feel right, I'm okay with this idea. The most important is that the atlases who rule this world do not forget that freedom could not be completely devoid of the sense of responsibility to other people and society. So I would like to thank you for watching this video. I invite you all to subscribe to my channel and to participate in this discussion. And of course, I will be very happy if you could give me your feedback. Thank you very much again, and I will see you soon. Bye. Bye, guys.